We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the 51s and the Kings. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Ty Hardy, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, not a real good performance in his last one. Wasn't able to get out of the 4th inning. Was fortunate to come away with a no decision. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's expecting a much better performance in this one.
Striding in, Thomas Jordan, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The designated hitter, Thomas Jordan.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Pops this one up. Velez over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Joel Morgan.
Digging in now, Joel Morgan. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Brian Beard, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He enters play here at 288, 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping up to the plate, Chad Harden. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
He's set. The 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
The
tag, and he's out going for second. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So one run on 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The 51s are out in front here, 1-0. Greg Rhodes will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. Could be fun to watch in this one.
Now batting, Roberto Velez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Rhodes has registered just under 110 innings on the mound and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Johnny Slinger, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 7 homers and 31 RBIs. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now the pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Standing in now, Fred Blair, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1. He's in there for strike number 2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Nashville is on top here, 1-0. So striding forward for his first opportunity, Trey Howry. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. Now here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2. I got 2 on the count.
The 2-1 home.
Down to 3-1.
Sean Bird will be next. The 3-1 pitch. It swung on and missed. A full count now. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Durazo stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
That's good. The second baseman, Sean Bird.
Coming to the plate now, Sean Bird. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Chad Barnes is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. Hardy is there, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Todd Alexander. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
At the plate, Alvaro Lopez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Tapped out in front of home. And there's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Dominic Durazo.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dominic Durazo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. High chopper to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here it comes.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
2 out, nobody on. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. set. Here's the 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So striding in, Akinori Yamazaki. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Durazo at second with 2 down. Bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So stepping in, Brian Greer. Yesterday he really carried the team as he drove in 3 of the team's 4 runs. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Sean Bender. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. They'll try again, 1-2. Hit hard to third. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Jordan. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Corey Tate.
The center fielder, Corey Tate.
Here comes the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Settling in now, Doug Meadows. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Now the 2-0. One out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box now, Roberto Velez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. The 0-1 on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, and this ball game is tied at 1. Stepping in now, Johnny Slinger, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Beard will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. We played 3 full, all even now at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Joel Morgan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Inside and low, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tate is there, and he has it for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Into the box, Brian Beard. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Tate is there, 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 6. Chad Harden.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chad Harden. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1-2.
2 out, nobody on. Ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Fred Blair. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Fred Blair.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that is off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
At the plate now, Todd Alexander. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there's one down now.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Now at the plate, Alvaro Lopez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
Swing and a liner. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Dominique Durazo, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Runners on first with 1 down. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Bender is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2.
The third baseman, number 6, Akinori Yamazaki.
Standing in, Akinori Yamazaki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. England is out in front 2-1. Stepping in, Trey Howry. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Trey Howry.
Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pitch popped up. Velez is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Sean Bird.
Into the box now, Sean Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. The relay. But he is in there with a triple.
The batter, the right fielder, Chad Barnes.
At the plate, Chad Barnes, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. A play at the plate, and they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Greer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball. I got to count 1 and 2.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called a ball. 2-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Corey Tate.
Corey Tate.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Line drive to center field. Beard is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Doug Meadows.
So striding forward now, Doug Meadows. First delivery to him on the way. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he fouls this one off. fifth inning. 2-1 our score. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Three and one.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Ready with the 3-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
See this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Roberto Velez. And then after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box, Johnny Slinger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a curveball misses inside.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back safely. And this will be fouled away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And now a sinker is in tight and low as well. It's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Ready now, Fred Blair. First pitch on its way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 14 on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. A.J. McAlpin takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
McAlpin. The designated hitter.
To the plate now, Todd Alexander, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Called strike 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-2, full count. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
In now, Alvaro Lopez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Four runs here in this half inning. Line to the right side. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Kings lead it 6-1. At the plate, Sean Bender. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2 one more time.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Yeah, and if you can make it all the way to the 6th inning before you give up a walk, you're doing something right. He's been very efficient so far, so we'll see if he can get back on track here.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Thomas Jordan. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Joel Morgan.
Now to the plate, Joel Morgan. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's low.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
High and deep to left center field. Center fielder going back. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball the ballpark like he did just there.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Buck Ponder will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. Standing in now, Brian Beard. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Throw over to first.
No, he's in there.
Stepping in now, Chad Harden. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, when the stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Runner at second here with one man out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled off. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Trey Howry. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. The Kings are out on top 6-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Dominique Durazo.
Dominique Durazo.
He's set, and the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Akinori Yamazaki, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Nobody out, runner on first. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
There's one, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Stepping up now, Doug Meadows. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 2-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nick Montgomery is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Nick Montgomery.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Sean Bird. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Chad Barnes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Down 21.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Brian Greer.
Digging in, Brian Greer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Number 91 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 91.
Striding into the box, Roberto Velez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Roberto Velez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the first baseline. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as it is now 7-3. Into the box, Johnny Slinger, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Base is empty here with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fred Blair waits on deck. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Fred Blair will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First offering on its way.
Ball inside. That's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Todd Alexander will be next. A ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
That could set it for you. That's one of those that's either got to get right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Todd Alexander is at the plate as he watches ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. This one's down to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. One there, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Now got it. Catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Stepping into the box, Alvaro Lopez. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deep.
Lifted into center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
From the stretch, Dominique Durazo stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 8th inning coming up. England leads this one 8-3. Dominique Diaz will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. Leading off the inning, Sean Bender, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Popped him up. Velez has a play. 1 out.
Now back, designated hitter, Jordan.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Thomas Jordan. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. So that's his 3rd triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season goes on.
At the plate, Joel Morgan, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Zach Barnes takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Brian Beard will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Soft liner towards first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
The third baseman, number 6, Chad Harden.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chad Harden. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Haney is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Eric Kraft is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So coming to the plate, Akinori Yamazaki. He singled his last time up.
The third baseman, Akinori Yamazaki.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Morgan backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Corey Tate.
Digging in, Corey Tate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Doug Meadows.
Now at the plate, Doug Meadows. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, base hit to right.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Roberto Velez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
There's a good breaking ball down on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Roberto Abreu comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Trey Howard, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
That's count 0-2.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Sean Bird. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Fouled away. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The back, the right fielder, Chad Barnes.
Digging in once again, Chad Barnes. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Kings have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-3 tonight. The Kings took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Ty Hardy earns his 5th winner of the year. Greg Rose permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 8 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.